It was a night that shouldn't have happened, but it did. Because in our hospital, these nights weren't rare. They were routine. There were 19 patients waiting in the emergency department, only 12 beds, 3 monitors, 1 working defibrillator, and a single oxygen cylinder to share between the resuscitation bay and triage. We were running on skeleton staff: 2 nurses, 1 intern, and an exhausted resident who hadn't slept in 30 hours. Then the ambulance doors swung open. A young woman, early 30s, unconscious, blood pressure unreadable, skin cold, pulse thready. The paramedics were yelling, "She's crashing." Her husband followed, holding their infant and crying, "Please save her." There were no beds. None. We looked around. Hallway stretchers were full. ICU was over capacity. Triage was a war zone, but we couldn't turn her away. We cleared a steel trolley, threw down clean sheets, and made it her bed. The oxygen cylinder was already in use. We manually bagged her for 40 minutes while waiting for another to arrive. We started lines, drew labs with half-empty tubes, gave medications one by one. Because the infusion pumps were busy, we didn't have gloves in the right size. I wore large ones that slipped every time I moved my hands. The doctor orders, the monitor kept alarming, the power flickered twice, but we didn't stop. She coded at 2:13 a.m. We started CPR. We rotated compressions. We begged her heart to come back. She didn't. Time of death, 2:39 a.m. I remember standing there, soaked in sweat, staring at the empty IV bag swinging above her body. The husband sat on the floor, rocking their child, whispering prayers that were now too late. She didn't die from her condition. She died because help didn't come fast enough. Because our system is stretched, cracked, and bleeding. Because we were expected to do the impossible with nothing. And the worst part, that was just a Tuesday. Learning lessons for healthcare workers. Resource shortages don't excuse poor care, but they do limit our reach. Speak up. Advocate for your patients and your teams. Compassion can't fix broken systems, but it can keep you human while you fight inside them. Document everything. Protect yourself. And never let silence normalize negligence. Learning lessons from medical and nursing students. Clinical skills are only half the battle. Learn how to work in chaos, improvise ethically, and make decisions under pressure. Never become numb to systemic injustice. Every loss deserves to be questioned, not quietly accepted. You won't always win, but showing up with heart and honesty still matters. Learning lessons for the public. Healthcare workers are not magicians. We can't save lives without the tools we need. A broken healthcare system affects everyone: rich, poor, young, old. Advocate for funding, accountability, and reform. When you see a nurse exhausted, a doctor overwhelmed, it's not weakness, it's war without weapons. Closing reflection. That night, a young mother didn't die because of her illness. She died because our system failed her. We gave everything we had, but sometimes everything isn't enough when the tools are missing. In healthcare, compassion can carry us through the night, but without resources, even the strongest hands can't hold back loss. This is Silent Scrubs, where every story carries a lesson for healthcare workers, students, and the public. If this story resonated with you, subscribe and join me as we share the unseen truths of hospital life.